Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spark Your Vision, where we invite business leaders across various industries to share with us their experience and their insights on trending topics that's currently shaping the business world. In this special episode of Spark Your Vision, we are collaborating with Manufacturers Win, the top podcast channel here in Taiwan that specializes in manufacturing. So before we begin, let me introduce the team. My name is Chen, and I will be the host for today. And alongside with me, we have two talented co-hosts, Alice and Wendy. Please say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alice. Hi, everyone. I'm Wendy.
Okay, well, without further ado, let me introduce our guest today. Andrew Huang, CEO of SixStar Machinery industry. SixStar is one of the top gear manufacturers in the world with a focus on precision gears and gearboxes. And the company offers solutions for a wide range of industries, including machine tools, aerospace, robotics, transportation, and industrial machines. Andrew, please introduce yourself and, briefly an elevator pitch of what your company does.
Yeah, thank you, Chen. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew. It's so pleasure to join today's show. I'm from SixStar Machinery company. We are located in Taichung and Changhua. And just like Chen said, we provide very high quality customized gearbox solution to the global customer. Also, we also produce some specific purpose machines. And our company founded in 1975, so we have like 48 years of gear manufacturing experience. Now we are one of the top gear manufacturer in Taiwan. So our gear has been widely used from the underground, like an oil drilling machine, on the road, like your car, tractor, and even to the air when you take a Boeing 787. Oh. So you might all ever experience our gears.
Yeah, a very critical component of the product, actually. Yeah.
Must be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the show today, actually, Andrew. We've known each other for a while, for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Before I start the show, I always like to sort of, discuss some of the non-business side,
okay.
Right? Why and,
not?
When I was looking at, your profile, I mean, definitely very diverse. And I'm going to use, a couple keywords to, describe you, right? Engineer, business management, fashion trendsetter, right? Industrial influencer, as well as author. Does that sort of, wrap up closely to, describing you with some of the main keywords?
No, I think, you know me very well.
So, so how does definitely, I think your diverse background, I think, plays an interesting role in, the succession process, because you as a second generation business leader. So how does, what type of role does that play, with your diversity and background? And furthermore, how does that help in terms of the future success of SixStar?
Yeah, it did help me a lot. Shortly, my story is that when I from the family business, and our family business is about machinery. So when I applied at college, only one department I can apply. That is mechanical, no other else, no else. So I have the very solid mechanical background. But when I applied a master degree, I thought what I learned in the college might not be useful in the next 10 years. So, and as the second generation, in the future, we need to run the business.
Yeah.
So I thought we need something more than mechanical. So at that time, I choose to have a more diverse training and try to have more diverse background.
Okay.
And that really helped me a lot. For example, in 15 years ago, when my father assigned me to one of our China factory. Actually, that factory is about later products, not about mechanical.
Yeah,
and I need to manage that factory. So I think if I don't have that diverse background, I won't be able to run because it's totally different product. It's about layer. So to run a different factory, you need diverse background. That happened 15 years ago, and even now we talk about like digital transformation.
Yeah.
You never learn this, of course. 10 years ago, you never learned this in even top school. So I joined the Taiwan University MBA degree. I applied that degree, and that gave me a lot of different thinking and the business training. So that diverse background really helped me to understand what digital transformation means for our business. How to think when you apply when you learning this digital transformation, what will happen, what the meaning for your company. So I would say all of this is about my diverse background that helped me a lot. Yeah.
No, definitely. I think, especially with the technical background, with the non-technical business background, I think that is, I think your dad was very smart in giving you that opportunity to test your diverse background in that leather factory experience, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very good, very good. So I understand you're the founding member / president of the G2 Machinery Organization Association, which is, I believe, the largest association for second generation of its kind here in Taiwan. Is that correct? Okay. No, that's awesome. And as a successful second generation business leader yourself as well, I mean, what are some of the, usually we like to say, what are some of the recommendations you like to give, right? But what I want to take is the other side of it. What is one thing maybe you would recommend, these second generation business leaders, which I'm pretty sure there's a lot here in Taiwan, what they should be what they should watch out for, and what they shouldn't do when they are beginning that succession process.
Yeah, you asked me a very interesting question. Just what not to do, right? I think I would suggest the second generation not to think you are, certainly or in nature is the successor of your family business. I ever read L'Oreal's founder. He ever say, even you are a general's son, it doesn't mean you will be the general.
Yeah.
Because if you think like this, you might fail your whole company because you think it's for you, it's belong to you. So I think it's also for Taiwan here. There's many kind of different model you can transfer or success your business. So, for example, you can transfer to second generation, but you can also transfer to some unrelated professional managers.
Yep.
So there are several ways. So I think the second generation, when you plan to go back to your family business, you need to think. First, you need to stay humble. You need to learn what everything about your family business. You need to first be humble. And secondly, I think you need to think what you can add value for your family business. If you cannot, I will suggest even you should hire someone, even better than you to run your company. You can just stay on board, like a board member, and you don't really need to run by yourself. So I think no matter what, it's not definitely you should be a successor of your family business. You might, anyway, in the end, we all hope our business can keep growing and be sustainable. So that's my suggestion.
No, definitely. I think sometimes it's better to be truthful and have someone else do it, right? If someone else can do a better job.
Yes,
right. That's the purpose of all or any business, is to sustain and adapt and thrive, moving forward. Speaking of sustainability, I mean, it looks like, for SixStar, I mean, transformation has to some extent been the norm, right? Over the years, the company has consistently been transforming over these past since the foundation of 1975. with the initial focus on gear wheels, and then the following 10 years, focusing in on the vertical transformation, and then the later 10 years focusing in or even entering the U.S. market, and even the recent transformation, which is to really enter the aerospace industry.
Yep.
So change, like I said, has been readily accepted in SixStar. However, I mean, these past 3 years, we have experienced pandemic, which honestly is a black swan. No one really expected it. So how did the pandemic affected SixStar?
Okay, I think, of course, past 3 years impact everyone, every company.
Yeah.
So, we cannot imagine you didn't visit your customer for like 2 to 3 years. That is, this not, you never think it will happen. But what we did in the past 3 years, I think it's still about we try to build we call it supply chain resilience.
Okay.
That's what we did in the past 3 years, I think. First, we tried to lower, I think in that past 3 years, we tried to lower the risk of our own supply chain. That's important because, at that time if you only have one resource from like China and you maybe stop and they cannot ship out, then your whole factory might stop. So that time we analyze all our suppliers and we make sure we have more than one supplier for every critical, materials, tools. And we make sure we can get from different location, maybe from US, from Taiwan, from China, other country. So that's an important thing because that make sure we can keep delivering our gears to our customer. So I don't know if you ever hear that story about Toyota. Everyone learned lean production from Toyota. Till now, we are also still learning. But when Japan happened 311 earthquake and tsunami, that's been a while because Toyota have lean supply chain. So that's been a while. They cannot deliver their car in the normal lead time because their supply chain is too lean. So that's first thing we do. And the second thing for the supply chain resilience, we also try to build up our supply resilience for our customer. So now we are not only have a factory in Taiwan or China, we also expanding to another country. So we want to make sure we have a very safe supply chain for our customer, and also our customer will feel very safe to work with SixStar. I think that's what we did in the past 3 years.
No, that's very, very, very good. I mean, from an internal perspective, you guys were able to to sort of reevaluate, and make sure that there are, backups and other options if something does happen. And also from an external perspective, from a manufacturing perspective, you guys are also diversifying and locating in various locations, so that you don't have these geopolitical factors come in play. No, I think that's wonderful, especially during pandemic. I think it sort of helped push that. And these past 3 years, a lot of companies are forced to really reconsider this topic. But however, I mean, many just are forced to do it, but you actually went a step further and actually wrote a book about it. So which is something that I would like to sort of understand the reasoning behind that and maybe share with the audience, the purpose of the book itself.
So I just think I want to write a book. It's about something the second generation in Taiwan. They should also notice, or we can share those with other, just not only G2 group or G2 friends. So I write this book with the two Taiwan University business school professor, and we think the best concept to cover all of this or catch all of this is called resilience. So only business they can continuously build resilience, and you can be sustainable. So that's why we write this book.
No, yeah. So through this book, hopefully, maybe the readers of the book or the second generations can maybe learn as well as maybe be more successful and maybe not go through some of the obstacles and challenges that maybe you have gone through.
You're
okay,
right.
so as we all know, like you mentioned before, I mean, ESG is one of the hottest topics in business right now.
Yep.
And we like to usually start this session with some trends and statistics to share with our audience. So, Alice?
Yeah, one of the central things of ESG is reducing carbon emission, which is also another way of reducing waste for traditional manufacturing. So a small manufacturing platform named Troy-based Plex System has found that among global manufacturers, about 24% has implemented a small manufacturing initiative, and another 22% has on the pilot stage. So we would like to know, how has SixStar accomplished this? And do you have any quantifiable goals that you're aiming in the near future?
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for asking this. I would say first, we are still learning for this new challenge, ESG. So first thing we did is we have some internal training inside our company. Also, we also learn from outside, like KPMG, this company, and we learn what is ESG. Second thing, we start in ESG from reduce the waste. That's what we can do immediately inside our factory. So this also combine our concept. What we have done is lean production, because lean production, they also ask the factory try to increasing your efficiency and not to waste your resource, waste your people, waste your time. So we need to combine ESG with the lean production concept. So, and then based on this, now what we did is third thing is we upgrade our machines. So, for example, we recently installed a DNG machine. In that new machine, it's always monitoring your carbon emission status. So you can see every hour how many carbon emission happen. And if you want to lower this value, you can adjust in your machine setting. So they will lower the cutting speed, something less, and there will be lower the carbon emission. So that's what we can immediately do right now. So our plan is, of course, we will upgrading all our machines, so we can know every machine inside our factory that the carbon the value they generate, and then we can, once we know, we can try to improve that. Also, we change, like, for example, another example, like we change the forklift to be the electric forklift. So all of this is what we are doing right now. And of course, the last thing is that now we recycle. In our gear factory, actually, we recycle all waste. So, if after we cut in a gear, we have the steel chips, but now we always recycle back. And about our oil, our vendor, our supplier always recycle the oil. So actually, in our gear factory, we have, I can say we have very few waste. So that's what we are doing right now. Yeah.
Okay, so as for the social aspect of ESG, according to a survey made by Supply Chain Management Review, 61% of procurement leaders suggest that social issues would be a critical part of their strategy in the next 2 to 3 years. And it looks like SixStar invests a great deal in local university, provides reduced to students to facilitate their education process. So my question is, what's the mission behind this? And could you share a specific example with us?
Yeah, sure. I just give you 2 examples, I think. First, SixStar has actually we have started cooperation with the local university even in 25 years ago. So one of our very important plant manager, he actually 25 years ago he was a student, he was an intern in SixStar, but now he become our very top plant manager. That's one example. And the latest example is that we recently our team just win a prize. The prize name is a Taichung Original Design Prize. But that product actually is designed by our junior designer. 1 year ago she just an intern student from the local university, but 1 year later her design win the prize. So I think that's the two good example for us. So we will for our company we will keep doing this, and now we work more with more local university, and actually now we call this kind of pool education. If you know Toyota has a pool production, that means you produce what your customer need. So now we call this pool education. It means that the university always discuss with us, say, what kind of student or what attitude or what kind of criteria you need and for the student, and then the school will adjust the program in the school with our company. So when they intern in our company in SixStar, or even they back to school for learning, they actually learning, training what business need. So after 4 years, they actually have been very, kind of very well prepared talents. So some of them even after graduate become our small leader in the company. So I think that's what we are doing. So far, actually the SixStar has cooperate with more than 10 local university, and we have more and for training program there we have like 6 to 7 different program to cooperate. So that makes sure we always have talents inside our company. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that sounds working with schools as well as building them, training them internally, and then furthermore continuing their career within.
Yes.
SixStars. I think that's definitely a very important aspect of ESG, especially the social aspect of it. So, I mean, I understand. I mean, one of the reasons why we're having this show is also, to showcase some highlights on the upcoming Timtos event, and the event itself is just around the corner. Actually, it's in March. So, can you maybe give us or give the audience a sneak peek of what can they expect and see at the event, especially in terms of SixStar's technology and product showcase? Yeah.
If you want to find the high quality customized gear solution, or want to find some green gears, it's just very welcome to visit SixStar. Our booth is located in Nangang Exhibition Center, Hall 1, and our booth number is N1002. We're in the 4th floor, so you're very welcome to visit us. Yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely. Don't miss SixStar's booth at this year's Timtos 2023. Andrew, appreciate all the insights and experience sharing for today. And once again, thanks for your time and coming on the show. Anyway, so that's all for today's show, and thanks for all the audience out there listening, and also make sure to subscribe to the podcast channel, and for more trending insights from business leaders around the world. And so also do leave your comments and feedbacks if you would like to like our show, and then give us feedbacks and 5-star ratings and so forth. So you can always follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, and the latest episodes as well as special podcast teasers. Okay, thank you all. I'll see you all again. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.